The next game up is the Jags at the Jets, and once again, Jags are absolutely not good. Trevor Lawrence is one of the unclutchest quarterbacks that there is in the entire league because Jags down 26-21, 5 points, 4th and 1 at the 1. Trevor Lawrence pass incomplete. Game over on the 1 yard line because Trevor Lawrence can't get it done like we know all the time. We've said this every single week for like the last 8 weeks because this is what we've seen all season long. Trevor Lawrence doesn't get it done on 3rd down and doesn't get it done 4th and 1 at the 1 for the win. I mean, unclutch as heck. Also, I mean, what the hell are the Jags doing? You make it the big stink about everything being on Urban Meyer, all the players having the balls to kind of come out and be like, once that kind of first information came out of Urban Meyer not being a good coach and all that, everybody was piling on and kind of endorsing Urban Meyer being out, and then you lose the next 2 games and all that. So it obviously wasn't that much Urban Meyer. It's still the garbageness of the overall players and the coaches. So once again, Urban Meyer may have a little bit of truth of the coaches being absolute losers. So not a great look optically at all here for the Jaguars after the last 2 weeks. Somebody has to get it done. Can somebody step up on this Jaguars team? Trevor Lawrence, I don't want to default you, but you are the, number 1 overall pick in this year's draft. And I know you are a rookie, but at some point you've just got to get it done. You are the quarterback. It does fall on you to get it done. You're the one delivering the ball to the players every single play. It falls on you. Be a great leader. Stop doing Subway commercials where you're just modeling your hair, please. Get it done. Be the leader. Get that clutch ability, and we've honestly seen Trevor Lawrence get worse every single year since he popped off year 1 at Clemson and won the title. Every year after that, it's just been worse and worse and worse and worse and worse by Trevor Lawrence. But, Urban Meyer said, hey, that's the quarterback I want for my football team. And now here we are, 2-13, and Urban Meyer is gone, and Jaguars have a very unclutch, getting worse every game, Trevor Lawrence. Not great. All right, so let's start here with the Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence. Jags, Jets, nothing to really talk about on this in this game because nothing matters with this outcome. 2 bad teams facing each other that came right down to the wire. No Robert Saleh for the Jets, and they get the win. And the Jets scored points. They scored points in the second half where we've seen the last 2, I know at least minimum the last 2 weeks, but I want to say it's maybe even 3-4 weeks, the last 4 weeks here by the Jets that they didn't put up any points in the second half. So no Robert Saleh. They score in the second half. Is Robert Saleh a good coach? Now we're starting to get that conversation. So, I mean, is there anything positive to talk about between these 2 teams? I don't really think so. There is one positive, and that's on the Jets, a wide receiver. Got to shout him out, and we'll talk about that when we get to that. But let's start here with Trevor Lawrence being unclutch. Trevor Lawrence goes 26 of 39. We get 66% completion percentage. That's pretty solid. I'll give him that. I'll give him 66%. 280 yards, solid there. But look at this, folks. No touchdown. He didn't turn over the ball, he did. Excuse me. No interceptions. He did fumble twice and lost once. Where did he lose this fumble at? He fumbled 3rd quarter, first drive. What is up with all these teams? I mean, it's like every game that we've broken down so far today. One team, their first drive out of halftime, they're turning over the ball. What is going on at the locker room after halftime? Can y'all get it together, please? Jeez Louise. Teams coming out cold here to start the second half. That's not going to get it done, as we see. So he fumbles the ball there, and luckily for the Jaguars, the Jets don't do anything with it. They go turnover on downs themselves. So alrighty there, Jets, not being unclutch and not cashing in on turnovers, classic Jets. So Trevor Lawrence, not a bad game overall, just not clutch. And once again, you got to be clutch at some point. Win a game. Can you win the game? One game. Can you be the single reason why you win a game, Trevor, please? Alrighty. Rushing game. Dare Ugombowale, folks, leading rusher, 17 rushes, 57 yards, and a touchdown. James Robinson, 3 rushes for 10 yards. Unfortunately, he did tear his ACL, so unfortunate there. He's done so. Trevor Lawrence ran 6 times for 37 yards. Tavon Austin took off 3 times for 21 yards. And James Robinson, like we said before the injury, three rushes for 10 yards. All right, and then who was Trevor Lawrence slinging the ball to? We had Marvin Jones, leading receiver, 8 catches, 74 yards. Tavon Austin, 6 catches, 48 yards. Laquan Treadwell, 4 catches, 54 yards. James O'Shaughnessy, 4 catches, 49 yards. And Jacob Hollister, 2 catches for 20 yards. Just unfortunately, Trevor Lawrence could not get it done on the 1-yard line at the end of the game. That's what the game came down to. And then for Zach Wilson, he didn't look great either, so I'm not giving really Zach Wilson any great credit for the win. But Zach Wilson goes 14 of 22, 63% completion percentage, but only for 102 yards, dinking and dunking, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. He didn't fumble, so well done for Zach Wilson not turning over the ball. We'll give him a little credit for that. Rushing attack, Michael Carter, great rushing attack, 16 rushes for 118 yards. Zach Wilson ran the ball solidly here, 4 rushes for 91 yards and a touchdown. Man, oh man. Tevin Coleman, 14 rushes for 57 yards. So running back by committee truly got it done. And Zach Wilson, cashed in. Nobody expecting him to run the ball because nobody expects him to run the ball. So he ran the ball unexpectedly and got 91 yards on 4 rushes. It's good for the game, but it's nothing that we're going to kind of weigh heavily here for Zach Wilson and all that. The man's not a dual threat quarterback. Alrighty, who was Zach Wilson getting the ball to? Now this is where it gets interesting, folks. Braxton Berrios. I believe this is his 3rd year in the league, so going into his 4th year. In Braxton Berrios, he was the leading receiver, but he also returned a kick, 102 yards for a touchdown, folks. A kick return touchdown by Braxton Berrios. And they honestly may be able to kind of fine-tool the offense towards Braxton Berrios' speed. So Braxton Berrios, who has really been irrelevant every year in the league so far since he's been in the league, and now coming along last week, he added some great runs and just some overall great production for, I believe he scored a touchdown, Braxton Berrios, last week. But Braxton Berrios this week returns a kickoff, 102 yards for the touchdown. Leading receiver, 5 catches for 37 yards. So we'll see if Braxton Berrios can maybe do something here and be a main fit heading into next season. We know the season's already over for the Jets here, starting to kind of think about next year and who you want to bring back and what you kind of want to tailor the offense to. I would kind of keep Braxton Berrios and make this man a focal point of the offense for the Jets next year. We'll see what they do. Tyler Kroft, 2nd leading receiver, 3 catches, 29 yards, and then Keelan Cole, 2 catches for 25 yards. So, it wasn't, Zach Wilson being great here. It was really the defense. It was really just the rushing attack, and it was Braxton Berrios with that great run to really kind of, get him the win at the end of the day. 5-point win. Braxton Berrios scores 6 off of that alone. I give Braxton Berrios the MVP of who really deserves all the credit for the Jets' win last night. So the Jets get the win, 26-21 over the Jags.